The Pretheran Scourge has been defeated. We are about to have 4 Star Eaters, and the Fallen Empires are keeping the formerly formidable Federation nice and, completely defunct. Everything's fine again, in other words. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Toxoids in our Heralds of the Dark Nova series. So yeah, this is going, like, absurdly, hilariously well. And I thought I had landed an army here. I did. So I think we're just about to capture it. Yep, there we go. Perfect. All right, so let's now go ahead and replace these crystal mines. Oh, no, not replace. We just want to repair. Just repair. That's fine. Let's deploy hunter-killer drones. Now, there are probably some stations, as I begin this episode. Let's go ahead and look at these newly rebuilt orbital rings, because I can probably do a good bit, yeah, in terms of, like, orbital anchorages to build up my naval capacity, and I would like to do so. So let's do that. There are also some stations where I can do that. Now, a black hole observatory would be a good idea there, but I think I'd rather have the command center, since this is the station that is in orbit. Of our L-gate. So we're going to build a ton of defense platforms, including 3 ion cannons, and that thing is going to be thoroughly defended. Let's see, command center? Probably. Oh, interesting. So this station here, we probably can delete some stations too, to be completely honest. There are some stations that I have that I don't think are really necessary anymore. Let's see if we can get away with deleting a few of the smaller ones. Yeah, like the Molbian station or the Thar station. See, Karenval is actually set up as an anchorage, and I need that. But at the very least, I need to either delete or repurpose some of these. Yeah, let's repurpose. I'd rather have the anchorage here. Complete with naval logistics office, so we can have less of a naval cap problem. Okay, so that solves that problem mostly. I want them to follow the primary fleet, just like everyone else is doing.
System geology charted.
Any other ruined orbital rings that I can rebuild? Yes. Yeah, let's go ahead and repair that one. So what's going on here? Cannot build an orbit of planets. Oh. Okay, hang on. Let's colonize that. We'll just call it Kelazok Prime, that's fine. I didn't realize I hadn't colonized that again already. Okay, I can build that starbase. I need to definitely continue to incorporate some of these systems into my territory, so let's not skimp on that. Then again, another thing that I can do in this area, like, I can just be destroying these stars. It's just that these special resources, you know? Maybe I can just destroy all these stars instead. Maybe I don't need to worry about taking this territory. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's just have all of you pull in here, and the Gribben system will be the border system. We have some additional stars over here that we can destroy too, because I just don't care about them. Sounds so mean at this point, but it's honest. Again, if you missed the comment in previous episodes, every now and then if I go to a system, it's going to look like there's a supernova happening. That's just because the supernova from when I blew up the star with the Star Eater has not been viewed yet. The same thing happens with terraforming. You don't actually see the terraforming animation until you arrive in the system and stare at the terraforming project. Alright, so what's happening here? Yeah, go ahead and crack Python. They're cracking Tenefear.
Colony formed.
Alright, so that's going to fire. I just want you to go take that system, please. So we've got a couple of extra ships that shouldn't exist. I'm guessing that's happening. Yeah, this is why. Because we have the extra Precious Edge class frigates here. So let's see if we can get rid of those. And then we won't have the same issues anymore. I feel like this has happened. The more this happens, the more my memory gets jogged. And it's like, this is something that has been annoying in Stellaris for literal years. Literal years. Alright, that should be 14. Now, you can reinforce. Let's take another look over here. I want to see if I can spot that same mistake in any other fleets. Seems like that's the only fleet where it's a problem. So we're still waiting for a Titan for the weathered stratum. That's fine. So let's take those two systems. Alright, so that star is about to explode. Bye-bye.
Accretion complete.
22k dark matter.
System survey complete.
Mega art installation. The exhibition stations are complete, each larger than many star bases. These stations can accommodate millions of visitors per day. Yeah, because that's what we're all about here. Now ready to open at long last, they will display the artistry of Ullyxr and the galaxy to the delight of all. The first fleet of transport ships carrying visitors is already making its approach. That is such crap. That is not at all a thing. So I can... If I generate additional artifacts, which I can do using the rubricator, then there's another upgrade that I can do. But right now, I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to start pushing into this territory, because if I can annihilate their presence around these stars, that just gives me a lot of stars to blow up and farm and get that last little bit of dark matter that I need.
Rocket new tech.
Nice. All right, defense platform damage improvement. At this point, I don't care about ring worlds, to be honest, so let's just add the kinetic weapons damage upgrade, and yeah, I'm going to head straight to their capital system here and just start wrecking stuff. I don't know why that's so hard to highlight, but it is. So yeah, you can see here that like the main fleet kind of floats ahead of the rest of the pack. And especially when it involves a jump, that can really kind of create a separation that sometimes leads to delays in combat reinforcement and leads to like more losses. All right, that ship should not be on its own. It just makes me feel like there's still an issue somewhere here. Let's take a look. I need these numbers to be balanced. And it looks as though they are. All right, let's keep things going. We are currently sitting on 22k dark matter of the 40k that we need. How's the terminal shard doing? Or the terminal egress, rather. Oh my god, 169k. That is insane. So it looks like maybe there have been some attacks here. Alright, I'll just build a third ion cannon. And I'm also going to send a science ship to investigate those research projects, which I should hopefully still be able to do. We're going to build a starbase there. Do I really care about building more starbases at this point, especially around the black holes? Probably not. Let's just go ahead and keep moving as fast as we can. Again, we're not on speed 3 because at this point, Stellaris' engine really doesn't create a perceptible difference between speed 2 and speed 3, sadly. Pops declining. Pops are declining on the following planets. Sharin has excessive overcrowding. Really? Is that so? Let's build a hive warren then. Some additional amenities. I'm not sure why it's saying that, though. I'm not sure why it's saying pops are declining. It's not giving me really any meaningful information either. Oh, wow. That last fight actually did a little bit of damage. See, same thing I was just talking about. Because these fleets get separated, the first fleet actually gets hurt a lot in these fights.
Spaceborne life form encountered. Construction complete.
What are you doing? All right, so that station's not particularly strong. Why don't you go ahead and crack that star, please? And I want you to come down here and start cracking all of these. Every last one. Tell you what, I'm just going to queue up some orders so you can go to town. It'll be fine. Everything will be fine. We don't need these resources. We just need the dark matter. So have at it. We've got some science ships moving around, but they'll probably be gone by the time my ships arrive. The Star Eaters, specifically. Speaking of Star Eaters, how close? Not interested, go away. Ooh, did the new... I think the new ships might have been finished. Maybe not. Oh no, right there. Alright, so we're at... almost at 69% done with the Star Eaters. I just didn't see the progress bars for whatever reason. Even though they're right there, staring me in the face. Yeah, this is... we're just steamrolling them. There's not even really any fighting happening, which is interesting. I think it's just on account of the Fallen Empires wrecking everyone. They were not prepared, shall we say. Pirate station raided. Okie doke. How are we doing on dark matter? 23k? Okay, getting up there. Let's double check that we still need that amount. Yeah, it's 40k. Again, I can sell a bit, but the thing is, the price of dark matter is so high, it doesn't really work out, because it just chews up my energy. Thankfully, I have a Dyson sphere. Whoa, what's going on here? What are all these new ships that just popped out? I'm guessing this is more crap due to the... Yeah. Due to the Juggernaut following. I just need to not reinforce when the Juggernaut is following behind. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Why do you do this? It makes no sense. There should be 12 of each of these, I think. Just 12. So we're going to delete a Stoic Dust and a Cosmic Barrage class ship here. This amount of micro is absurd for a system that is designed to remove micro. I know, by the way, there are tricks that you can use, like just knowing when not to hit reinforce. And I will eventually incorporate that just to avoid the annoyance of everything, but the fact that that's necessary makes me a sad panda, you know? All right, so we're still showing 39 of 36. Why is that? All right, so there's still an extra Stoic Dust. Let's delete that. Delete. Done. Now I can safely reinforce, I think. Maybe. Or maybe not. Who's to say? It's rather difficult to keep up with. All right, the Fallen Stratum can go away. The Starforged Stratum can go away. Alright, go ahead and hit Rathador, please. It looks like there's a psionic entity here in Japris, which is hilarious. They just never managed to take care of it. Alright, so you're going to crack Magama. That's right, we have... Alright, so you're cracking that system already. Very nice. So when you're done with that, would you kindly crack Aramis? Thank you. And then crack Upstaff. And then crack Beta Kaeli. And then crack Rathador. And then crack Japris. And then crack Haldus. And then crack this one. Thank you. We just need to annihilate all the stars. As soon as we have those 2 additional Star Eaters, it's going to get that much faster. Also notice that our naval capacity problem is slowly solving itself. It's taking its sweet time. But it's getting better.
Construction complete. Debris analyzed.
Nice. Sapient combat simulations plus 10% progress. I think I already have that technology, don't I? I think I do. Just saying.
System geology charted.
Alright, can I upgrade both of these? Yes, I can. Perfect. Oh, wow. There's a little tiny fleet. It's the Blossoming Corolla class. Yeah, you just have fun blossoming down there. You're going to be able to do so much damage. You can't stop the crisis at this point. There's nothing that can be done. Declare rivalry. Give me that influence. Thank you. Encounter Incon Viab. Really? Really? We just encountered a new... you know what? It might be an ascendant species. Time for some first contact, right? Alright, so there's a colony world here that I don't really care about. How close are we to having these done? Alright, 87%. They're right around the corner. And then we can much more quickly burn through some stars. We're at 25k dark matter, 15k to go. And then, of course, we have to wait the amount of time necessary for the process to kind of play out. But that's fine. I'm willing to wait. Let's go up to speed 3 and see if it makes any speed difference at all. I kind of doubt it at this point. Alright, so watch this. Well, they actually retook the Rathador system, which is funny. But I have a Star Eater on the way, so that's going to be a bit of a problem for them. Oh, wow. And then we're going to move through all that territory. That's hilarious. So all those systems are going to fall in the next couple of moments. I could technically split up my fleet and send them in different directions. I don't think that's completely necessary at this point. Let's go ahead and do energy weapon attack speed. We are over on cap at the moment because we're capturing these new systems. Okay, there's that. Toxic terraforming candidate discovered. Fascinating. Not gonna be terraforming at this point, game, but thank you. Are we? We're still in 3rd place. I was about to say, are we in 1st place yet? I mean, we're gonna win when we reach crisis levels. Well, we've already reached crisis levels, but when we actually get to 40k dark matter, which we're now at 30k, really starting to gain some momentum now that we just have Star Destruction queued up.
System geology charted. Innovation rollout.
Okay, starbase capacity +1. Naval cap. Yeah, let's go ahead and research that just to add a little bit of a buffer. Okay, that is a Star Eater. A brand new Star Eater. Not interested. Move along. Okay, so we're going to take this brand new Star Eater. And just start cracking all the things.
System geology charted.
There should be another one arriving in just a moment. Tublin Relentine was elevated to autonomous status following observations of their heightened responses. Very good. Where's the other one? Are you really that far behind? Or are there 2 in 1 fleet? No, there's just 1. I was building 2. I'm just saying. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Oh, wait. The LX leading comb. Okay, it's in a different spot. I don't know why it got put in a different spot. That's strange. Okay, so you come down here and just start cracking all of these, please. And then crack that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. We're just going to blow up all the stars. There is a colony there, so we'll let them have their star. They're allowed. The rocks can still bathe in the sunlight. We need a little bit of luxury as a hive mind that doesn't care about luxury. Just nod and smile. All right, Starforge Stratum. Don't care. So we're still getting pointless reinforcement fleets. Why? Why? Is it all because I have... Yeah, I don't know. It probably comes down to the fact that there's an imbalance. So I'm looking at the total numbers that of each class of ship. But if you look at each individual number here, there's also a breakdown of each different design, each different model. And I think what's happening is that some of those numbers in the Fleet Designer are imbalanced. So when I look at these numbers, the totals, they look right, and no number here is higher than this number here, which is what you don't want. That's a sign that the bug is working against you. But what's not as obvious is, let's say, for instance, let's say this fleet here is supposed to actually have 11, 14, and 11 instead of 12, 12, and 12. Make sense? But because it's 12, 12, and 12, it's constantly going to try and build additional, let's say, it's going to constantly try and build additional cosmic barrages, which the fleet doesn't actually have room for. We're at 210. And then cosmic barrages pop out, and they just sit there. So when I'm sitting here frustratedly asking these rhetorical questions like, how does this happen? I know how it happens. I do understand it. And I'm sure at this point, because I've said it so many times over the last couple of weeks of episodes while this endgame has been ongoing, I'm sure it's been explained in the comments, but I'm saying this before seeing any of those comments. Like, I do get it. And I appreciate the explanations. I'm not downplaying the fact that people are willing to explain. I appreciate that. But I just want to be clear that sometimes the frustration is just, it's me saying this shouldn't be a thing, you know? But I also empathize with the fact that these sorts of conundrums can be difficult to deal with. All right, archaeological site event pending. Continued excavations on the ruins of Dearborn 5A have revealed that the abandoned base was once a massive military installation built by the Armistice Initiative. They were a semi-permanent alliance of at least 5 large and very advanced interstellar powers active in this galactic region some 75,000 years ago. The exact nature of this alliance is unknown, but it appears to have been committed to bringing an immediate end to several long-running galactic wars. Large military contingents from each initiative member were stationed at the base on the moon. Curious. Yeah, definitely just mopping the floor with them at this point. Now, interestingly enough, the territory I'm moving into now is actually controlled by the Hothrodans. So I'm going to change course slightly. And then this territory is controlled by the Sildaron, and I would love to start moving into the Sildaron's territory. Giving them proper what for. Oh, that's actually a pretty powerful station. It's a shame that you're up against my entire combined strength. Such a shame. Rest in peace. So we do have a fleet coming down here generally giving me trouble, which is hilarious. It's not really a huge concern. We're at 36k dark matter, by the way, so having the additional Star Eaters is already paying dividends. They haven't even really been active in unison yet, but I've just got a lot of orders queued up, so we're well on the way. Alright, we are over on Starbase Cap. Unsurprisingly. Although that's relatively easily dealt with. Let's go ahead and just downgrade some of these in systems that I don't care about. Right, that one I'll keep because it's an anchorage. Alright, so we have finally arrived in the Sildaron territory. The Sildaron are the most powerful empire in the game. So if I start to chip away at their economy, oh, look! I didn't realize they'd become the Galactic Custodian. That's probably part of the reason their victory score is so high. Encounter in Lawam. First contact. Don't care.
Construction complete.
Alright, so now we just need to hit this system. Yeah, the Galactic Custodians are not really doing a good job at this point, are they? They don't stand much of a chance, I have to say. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about taking that colony. We're just going to annihilate them using a Star Eater at some point. 39k dark matter. So in just a second, we should have what we need. Let's watch, shall we? It's the Jopris system. Bye-bye. You can't tell me that's not satisfying to watch. Alright, so 42k dark matter, because that was 2 stars in 1. I will take it. Now let's go to Omen and queue up the final, what I presume is the final upgrade for the Etherophasic engine. Although, hang on, I might be able to kind of take a peek. Let's take a look at this. Because I can't build a second Etherophasic engine, but if it's on the list here, you know? No, it's not. Quantum Catapult would be fun, but I think I'll save that for another series. We're getting close to the end here, and I'm happy with how things have gone. Even though it's had its moments, I think a lot of the frustration of this series, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself like we're concluding here, but I do feel like we're getting close to that point.
Accretion complete.
I think a lot of the frustration of the series has been an interaction of like my being away from the game with some of the naturally frustrating elements of Stellaris. So like the more familiar I am with some of the things that may happen, what's happening here? Council election imminent. Okay, don't care. The more familiar I am with some of the things that might happen,
System geology charted.
and I think the more familiar I am with the systems as they have been updated and as they've been changed, the less likely that the tone of some of these recent episodes, as amusing as it might be, I suppose, for some of you to hear me get so freaking cheesed off at these various anomalies in gameplay. Oh man, I didn't realize this is a level 10 leader. Yeah, so my freaking admirals are really, really good at this point. You know what? I'm going to send the Shimmering Stratum to intercept. Because the Vivisandians are actually establishing territory in my empire, and I'm not okay with that. Oh wait, I think I think that amazing leader just died. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, well at least I have some really good replacements here. So we've got a 65-year-old. Let's let them hop in their place. That's funny. I literally just brought that up. All right, so now I want you to just continue taking territory from these custodian idiots. Sorry, that came out really mean. Nothing against custodians. I'm referring to the Galactic Custodian. That did not come out the way it sounded. Someone take a clip of that, quote it out of context, and ruin my career. Minor Stellaris streamer viciously insults custodians nationwide. Destroys his whole career. I didn't mean it. Why you do this? Actually, in seriousness, one of my very best friends from all the time I've spent playing Ace Combat over the last couple of years is a custodian. Ex-military, too. He's a badass. Really sweet, humble dude. So, truly nothing against custodians. hilarious how that came out. All right, so... Wait a minute. Why can I not travel farther? Oh, because the planet has a... Okay. Well, you know what that means. We're just going to bomb the crap out of this planet until it doesn't exist anymore. Hang on. Some of my new fleets don't have Armageddon stance yet. That's easily fixed. Okay. Alright, let's see. How long until this is done? Let's double check on this, shall we? Alright. So it's about 5 years, 4 or 5 years of game time. Let's see how this planet's looking. Oh, I see what happened. We're orbiting the station rather than the planet. So we weren't actually bombing it. And these guys, I want you to come down here and hit these systems that have been taken by our neighbors. Well, rest in peace. That population's not going to last very long. They're already at 10% in devastation. Wow. You would think it wouldn't block my travel to that, but I suppose it does. Oh, maybe there's an interdictor on the planet. That's probably what it is. Alright, so looks like we're ready to crack more stars. Hang on, let's make sure I'm not giving the order to crack stars that have already been ordered. Nope, I'm not. Perfect. I just want you to crack every last one of these and not apologize for it, because let's be honest, why should you ever? This galaxy brought this upon themselves. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Also, we are 37 minutes into this episode, so I'm going to stop this one here. In the next one, I'm going to try to keep the clock running while I just run through the Sildaron Authority's territory to the best of my ability. I don't think we're going to be able to clinch the top spot on the scoreboard, but I think we're cruising very rapidly towards a crisis victory within the next episode or two. It might take longer than the next episode, but if it's close by the end of about 30-35 minutes, we'll go a little bit long just to wrap up the series in the coming episode or two. Again, that's my guess, unless something goes horribly wrong, which at this point, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be annoyed. You know this. We all know this. We know this, but I would do my best, and then still end the series after that. Probably a little bit less happy than I would be ending it right now, but we'd end it nonetheless. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 3 p.m. US Eastern Time. If it's not your first time, or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.